Here's something surprising. Some people with incredibly high IQs never build successful careers or lives. At the same time, people with completely average IQs build thriving businesses, become respected leaders, and solve real-world problems that make a difference. So this question inevitably comes to our mind: who is actually more intelligent? The answer could change the way you see intelligence because it's very different from what most of us were taught. By the end of this video, you'll understand how believing the wrong thing about intelligence might be what's been holding you back all along. But first, let's look at the biggest myth almost everyone believes. The myth we all believe about intelligence. Most of us grow up believing the same thing without even realizing it. Intelligence is something you either have or you don't. Maybe it was an IQ score, your academic grades, or being called gifted when you were a kid. Little by little, it turned into a barrier you thought you would never overcome. But here's the truth: that belief is wrong. Science shows intelligence isn't fixed, it's flexible. Yes, your genes matter, but they don't decide your limits. They just give you a starting range. Your mindset, daily habits, the people around you, and the challenges you face determine how far you go. Think about it. Each year of learning in school can improve how well you do on an IQ test. The food you eat, the stress you go through, and the people you spend time with all shape your brain over time. That's why IQ scores have gone up around the world over the years. Scientists call this the Flynn effect. Our brains are influenced by the environment around us. Many people believe you're either born smart or you're not, but that's a myth. Intelligence is built. It grows with effort, learning, and persistence. Now I'm going to show you 3 tools that will help you to understand true intelligence, and it will truly help you become a successful person. Truth 1. Intelligence isn't one thing. Intelligence has never been just one number. No single score can measure how smart a person truly is. It's more like a dashboard of a car with different meters. It's showing a different ability. For example, a speedometer shows how fast the car is running. A tachometer shows how fast the engine is spinning. And a fuel gauge shows how much fuel is left in the tank. So all are different in nature. Scientists have found that intelligence comes in many forms. Analytical intelligence helps you solve problems and think logically. Creative intelligence helps you come up with fresh ideas. Tactical intelligence helps you handle everyday challenges. And emotional intelligence helps you understand people and build strong relationships. Here's the part most people don't realize. You can be exceptional in one type of intelligence and completely average in another. And in the real world, the combination often matters much more than any test score. Imagine 2 people. The first is a brilliant engineer, top marks, flawless technical skills. Let's name him A. But when it comes to leading a team, he struggles. His career doesn't move forward, not because he's not smart, but because he only developed one kind of intelligence. Now imagine someone else, B. His academic exam grades were average. If you look at his background, he didn't really stand out, but he understands people. He can build trust, read situations, and turn ideas into businesses. 10 years later, he is running his own successful company, not because of test scores, but because he mastered the skills that matter most of what he is doing. So you can say, someone's intelligence cannot be measured by only one parameter. IQ tests only measure one small piece of what really means to be intelligent, and that leads us to the most important truth. Truth 2. What truly leads to success? This is the part most people never hear, and it's really very important. Scientists have looked at people who achieve extraordinary success, not just people who are naturally smart, but people who build great careers, successful businesses, or leave something meaningful behind in their lifetime. And they keep finding the same thing. It's not about IQ. It's about the people who are being curious, being consistent in their craft, knowing yourself better, bouncing back after setbacks. It's about showing up even when things don't go your way and never losing to desire to keep learning. And the most important type of intelligence they have is emotional intelligence. It's your ability to understand and control your own emotions while also understanding how other people feel. This is one of the most valuable skills people often ignore. The truth is, getting a promotion, building a strong relationship, growing a business, or earning your team's trust all depend on how well you connect with others. Being smart isn't enough. If you can't handle pressure well or have a hard time understanding how others feel, your intelligence has its limits. Think of it like this. Intelligence is the engine in a car. It gives you power, but discipline and self-awareness are the steering wheel. Without a steering wheel, a car must be crushed. That's why students with average talent often achieve greater success, because they stay curious, consistently working on their goal, and never stop learning. Meanwhile, someone with natural talent who stops putting in the effort can easily fall behind. Talent may open the first door, but character takes you the rest of the way. And that leads us to the next truth, but people often misunderstood this. Truth 3. Intelligence or mindset. Your brain isn't fixed. You aren't born with a certain amount of intelligence that's locked in forever. Think of your brain like a muscle. The more you use it, the more it grows and adapts. Scientists call this neuroplasticity. It simply means your brain creates new connection every time you learn something new, practice a skill, or challenge yourself. This connects to something psychologist Carol Dweck calls a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. If you think your abilities can't change, you'll probably avoid challenges because every failure feels like proof that you are not good enough. But if you believe you can get better with practice and effort, failure becomes a lesson instead of something to be afraid of. You can see this everywhere. People improve their memory with practice. They improve their focus by training it every day. They become better at solving problems because they keep working through difficult situations instead of running away from them. So the brain you have today isn't your final version. It's simply where you are right now. Keep training it, and it will keep changing. Little by little, each choice you make is building your brain. That's why I am to say your mindset is more important than the brain you were born with. Now I am going to show you how you can reframe your mind through this truth so that it can help you to fulfill your desired result. How to reframe your mind. Now here's why this matters to you. This isn't just a cool fact about the brain. It can change how you think about yourself. The abilities you have today don't define your future. You're not behind in life, and you're not smart enough. But that's only what you have taught because people have looked at intelligence in a very limited way. Here's what you can do instead. Start reading things today that make you question your usual way of thinking. Limit as much as possible the time you spend endlessly scrolling through social media. Start to spend time with ideas that make you stop and think. For example, read a book about a topic you used to read before but have not yet read. That's how your brain grows. Ask people for honest feedback. It might feel uncomfortable, but those uncomfortable conversations often teach you the most. Don't avoid hard things. Choose projects that push you outside your comfort zone. Every challenge is another chance for your brain to build new abilities. And don't forget your emotional intelligence. Notice what goes through your mind, how you feel, and how you respond when life becomes challenging. Focus on building daily habits that make you a better thinker, a better learner, and a better person. You have the power to do that every single day. So the next time you think, I'm just not made for this, remind yourself of one thing. Your intelligence isn't what's fixing your future. It's simply the starting point. What counts most is how you move forward and the mindset you choose. The question you ask, the challenges you are willing to face, and how well you understand yourself. They are often the biggest reason some people go much further than others. Now tell me, what's one skill you are working on right now to build your dream life? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one. And don't forget to watch an important video on emotional intelligence on the screen. Stop doing this. It's killing your emotional intelligence.